Okay, here's the actual review of the Sony PSP. Let's start off with the whole cross menu bar that Sony has come up with. As you can see, you go left to right to choose your setting or menu, and you go down to choose what you want inside that menu. So let's start off with settings. You got network update. Sony puts out these firmware updates to fix patches, and like sometimes they'll give you demos and stuff like that. USB connection, if you have a USB mini B cable, put it in there, connect that to the computer. You can put songs, pictures, videos, stuff like that. Your video settings, here you could have your menu language, audio language, subtitle language, UMD video volume, UMD video LR, left and right button, change the chapter, or photo settings, slideshow speed, that's how fast or slow you want your slideshow. Here's your system settings, tells you all about your PSP. When you first get your PSP, you have a choice of nickname. I named my Outbreak, which is my PSU forum name, and I just like that name. Here it shows your battery information. I charged it up right before doing this video, so you could format your memory stick, which is right here, inside here. Here's your LAN switch. Saves your battery when you put it down. You can enable WMA playback, enable flash player only if you have 2.7 up. You can restore to your default settings. You have your system information. I don't want to show my MAC address. You have your version of firmware and your nickname right there. And here's about the PSP. Theme settings, you can have different themes like so. It changes each month when it's set to original. Or you can have a wallpaper. Here are your date and time settings. You can use 12-hour or 24-hour clock. You can change your time zone, but yeah, since I live in the eastern coast, Montreal, Quebec, I use the eastern time. And daylight saving on or off. Your power save settings, do you want backlight auto off, or do you want it to turn off every 5 minutes, every 10 minutes, every 2 minutes? Auto sleep, if you just leave it there like this for 2, 5, 10, or 15 minutes, it'll just go automatically on sleep mode. And WLAN power save. Most people have this off because while playing online, let's say SOCOM or Siphon Filter, you're just gonna get disconnected as soon as your battery is starting to go down. Sound settings, if you want AVLS. AVLS is something that Sony has, so while listening to music you can't blow your eardrum. As you can see, I'm pressing volume button and the volume does not want to go up. That's stuck there. I'll leave it off. You can have your key-tone on or off. Off, you don't hear anything. On, you hear the little beep whenever you do that. Your security settings, all that, parental control, RSS channel settings, and your network settings. Ad hoc mode and universal mode. Next is photo. Here you can store different photos. I have wallpapers mostly, and using the right and left triggers or shoulder buttons, you can change photo, or at the beginning of the group press start and it'll start a slideshow for you. If you want to start a slideshow yourself, press triangle and press slideshow, and then it'll start. Next is music. There's, I think, 3 different formats you can put. MP3, 8-track 3 if you have Sonic Stage, and WMA if you enable it. I'm not sure if WMA is video or audio because I don't use that. Yeah, as you can see, 8-track 3 fits around 2 times more songs and uses half the space. So here, let's give you a. These are the regular speakers, right? That the PSP uses, and it's pretty loud. Pretty loud in a quiet room. So if not, you could use the headphones. Next up is video. You could either have UMD video, which will show you what a UMD is next, or you can put them on your memory card, memory stick Pro Duo. I have them on my memory stick Pro Duo because it takes less time to load, and I think UMD videos are just too expensive. Just buy the DVD. So I'll give you a little preview. This is Russian climbing. I don't take credit for this video, so. And I surely cannot do what this guy does. Using the left and right directional pad, you can fast forward or rewind. Pressing X plays. I just show you a pretty good part in this video. Right here. Yeah, this guy is a human version of a Prince of Persia. Next is game. You have game sharing, which if one game, let's say, I think it's Burnout Legends and Tekken Dark Resurrection, those both have game sharing, and if you can have one game and 2 people can play it. There's a save data utility where all your game saves are. Like up here, SOCOM, Tekken. Here's UMD. When you click this, your UMD will play. That's in the back of the PSP right here. Here, some certain games need you to have a certain version because Sony doesn't want you playing homebrew, and so Tekken needs version 2.6, and it's inside the UMD itself. Here is memory stick, which makes no sense, probably used with the PS1 emulator. Here's network. My internet connection is not like working today. Now I'll show you what UMDs are. UMDs are a proprietary format made by Sony, and it pretty much is a game, movie, or music that's on a little thing in the back of the PSP. You buy these at any EB Games, Best Buy, Future Shop, wherever, and they hold 1.8 gigabytes, and I just think that they're a little bit expensive. I mean, even though the graphics are amazing, just take a look at Tekken and Wipeout Pure. Not so much Luminous, but that's just a really fun game. SOCOM. Anyway, like, just the movie is like $40 Canadian. So you can find it on special for like $29, but if you're lucky. You know, that's how Sony is. You can't really do anything about it. Another thing they want you to spend money on is this. memory stick Pro Duo. Now, even though it's a bit expensive and it doesn't hold that much, I still find it to be a really cool thing, you know. You can put about 4 full-length movies if you know how to edit them right and like put them the right bit rate. But yeah, but I think Sony made a really good little handheld here, and it's really a competitor towards the DS. Like,